Root. The part of the plant that grow under the ground is known as root. It is the part of the plant that grow towards the soil and against the sunlight. Now let us learn more about root. Root is a very important component of the plant system, as without the presence of root, the plant cannot exist. Roots are responsible for absorbing minerals and water from the soil, and these are transported to the stem. And it is only after root has transported water and mineral to the stem can transport this to all other parts of the plant. There is another important function performed by the root, that is, it acts as an anchor, means it fixes the plant at one place. Roots also perform the function of storing important nutrients and food for growth. That means the root also store the nutrients and food. So now we observe the roots. This is the root of a corn. If we observe it, we can easily see that all the roots are of similar kind. Now, if we observe on the other hand the root of a pea, we observe that it has one main root and some small roots we can observe. So, it is clearly visible that the root of the corn is completely different from the root of the pea plant. So there are two types of roots. First is taproot. This root consists of one main root and the roots that is attached to the main root is known as the secondary roots. Another root is the fibrous root. Here all the roots are of similar type. There is no main root present in case of fibrous root. All the roots are similar. Now the relation between the different types of leaves and the roots. We already learned about leaves and its venation. Leaf venation and the type of roots of a plant are related. Plants with fibrous root have parallel venation and plants with taproot have reticulate venation in their leaf. So this is a plant with parallel venation. The veins are parallel and the root, if I observe, it is of fibrous root. On the other hand, this is a leaf with reticulate venation and if you observe the root, it has the taproot system. So we can say that the plant with parallel venation have fibrous root and the plants with reticulate venation have taproot. So we can differentiate taproots and fibrous root. First, in case of taproot, there is a long prominent root and small roots that grow from the main root is known as secondary roots. On the other hand, in case of fibrous root, all the roots are of similar size and it emerges from the base of the plant and they do not have the main root. Second, it is very hard to pull out the plants with taproot because these go very deep into the soil. On the other hand, in case of fibrous root, these plants are relatively easier to pull out and the roots do not go very deep into the soil. Next, in case of taproot, the leaves have reticulate venation and in case of fibrous root system, the plant's leaf have parallel venation. Few examples of plants with taproots are carrots, turnip, gram, China rose, etc. And few examples of fibrous roots are banana, wheat, maize, onion, bamboo, etc. So these are the differences between taproots and fibrous root. Now the activity to show that root acts as anchor. So for this we require a plant. In this case we are taking the plant with root, and in the other case we cut the root. Now plant both the plant in a pot. Here the plant has root and this is the plant without root. Now water both the plant regularly. After 1 or 2 weeks, if we try to pull out both the plant, now what we will observe? In case of the plant with root, we observe that all the soil get fixed into the root, and on the other hand, in case of the plant without root, here we will not observe any kind of soil, and at the same time the plant will wilt. Here the color of the plant leaf becomes yellow, and ultimately the plant will die. Why? Because as there is no root, the plant did not get water and mineral from the soil. So here it is clearly visible that the plants with root generally fix the soil, and here we do not observe any kind of soil. So this shows that root act as an anchor. There is one more activity. Here we take the moong seed and cover it with the help of the cotton, and if we observe it very carefully, the roots go inside the fiber of the cotton, and it is very difficult for us to pull out the seeds from this fiber. This happens because the root gets inserted into the fiber of the cotton, so it is very difficult for us to pull out. So this shows that the root is acting as an anchor. Thank you.